The top on this land.
Okay. Dave's closest. It wouldn't roll off at all, but...
This landing part of the roof.
Well, it's a rooster. A rooster can't lay an egg. Only a hen. It would be like saying, can a man have a baby?
Oh!
Can't have it.
Neither way.
Number 2. A completely black dog was strolling down Main Street during a total blackout affecting the entire town. Not a single street light had been on for hours. As the dog crosses the center of the road, a Buick Skylark with 2 broken headlights speeds towards it, but manages to swerve out of the way just in time. How could the driver see the dog to swerve in time? Yes, Brandon?
It was daylight.
Very good. The street lights, right? So, just because there's a blackout, they said the street lights hadn't been on for hours, which would give us a clue that it wasn't the middle of the night. Nice job. Number 3. If you had a ton of feathers and a ton of stones, which would be heavier? Someone else want to try this one? Jeremiah, which one's heavier? You're right. Why would it be equal? Exactly. It's a trick. They're both a ton. So feathers might take up more space, but it's still going to weigh the same amount. Good job. Way to get it, Jeremiah. This one, number 4 is hard. What 7-letter word has hundreds of letters in it? Janae? 100? That's a fair guess. You're thinking of letters as in the alphabet. What's another meaning for letters? What else can letters be?
Probably answer. I know the answer.
What do you think it is, Joshua?
Mailbox.
Mailbox. 7-letter word. Where do you get mailbox from?
Letters. That's envelope letters.
Letters are letters that you write. You can put hundreds of them in mailbox. Good job, sweetie.
I'm very
Tom's mother has 3 children. One is April, one is May. What's the name of the 3rd child?
Tom.
Shakira.
Julie. Tom.
Tom.
That's Tom's mother.
Oh, because Tom's mother. They trick you to thinking June. Okay, so we did riddles today for 2 reasons. 1, riddles are fun. And 2, you guys took your quiz on Friday, which I'm going to give back in the later half of class. And you guys did a great job with the concepts, but you missed a lot of the multiple choice questions from the reading. And I think it's because you're reading quickly over the small details. And it's all about the small details in each one of these, right, to figure out the answers. And we got to be good readers and pick up on the little details. That it's a rooster, not a hen. That it never says at night. We just make that assumption. We don't want to make assumptions when we read. That these things are the same weight even though it might not quite make sense. Okay? So I want you guys to slow down when you're reading and not just be rushing to find the answers to your homework questions. Okay, today we're going to talk about irony. We're going to be able to identify it and then analyze it. So, before we get started with that, I want to briefly go over your reading assignment. Why did the fishermen make the boys take off their sneakers? Who knows why did the fishermen make the boys take off their sneakers?
So they can hit him.
So they can heal?
No, the street then?
What happens when the boys take the sneakers off? Their feet are all messed up, sore, bleeding, blisters. They had to walk for miles and miles. Why did the fishermen do that to them?
So you look at it to treat it? And to put
Well, the fishermen were the ones that stole the sneakers and then made the boys run without them on.
So
Why would they do that to somebody
sand
else?
and hurt their feet.
What would this be a form of?
A lesson?
I think somebody's number in there. Rico?
A lesson?
Yeah, they were teaching them a lesson, exactly. That here, you think that this is all fun and games, but they're really in a war. It's discipline. Discipline, exactly. Why is Ishmael no longer enjoying rap music and dancing? Well, yeah, definitely because his feet hurt, they're sore. What else? Why doesn't he like to do it anymore? What happened?
I'm getting tired.
With what kind of pressure?
With his friend.
He has to...
With everyone.
Well, it's not so bad to perform in front of everyone in the movie. If he doesn't do it perfectly, they're going to kill him. That's a lot of pressure. here. Why is this an example of irony?
Because we know they want her for a year, but she doesn't.
Exactly. We know that this little woman out having some fun is about to die. She doesn't know that at all. She's, you know, having a great old time. But we see this nastiness coming. It's a big shark. Can I change the slide? Okay, we're going to look at 3 examples from pictures before we start looking at the text and see what's the dramatic irony. What's ironic about this picture, David?
What does that say?
You know, she's about to get hit.
Exactly. We know she's about to get hit. Does she have any idea? No, she's having the best darn time here building this sandcastle. Now, you have to watch The Office to know this one. Can anyone read what it says on the coffee cup?
I see.
It says world's best boss. Does anyone watch The Office in here? Why would this be ironic? What do the people in The Office think about him?
They don't like him.
They don't like him. They think he's an idiot. They make fun of him all day long. But Steve Carell on the show, he thinks he's the mom. He just thinks he's fabulous. And he doesn't even realize right to his face when they're making fun of him. But we as the audience know. This one, not so pleasant here.
That's in our house.
This is an outhouse. What's down here? Feces. Antonio, what's ironic about this one?
He's trying to escape, but he ends up in feces.
Yeah, he's trying to escape, and we as the reader know he's not getting freedom. He's getting some disgustingness coming his way. Okay? So irony, dramatic irony is used for 3 reasons. Based on these cartoons, that when you write down, what's one reason dramatic irony might be used, an author might use it?
So, maybe never mind.
To be funny. That's one reason people use dramatic irony.
So, foreshadow.
Yes, they use it to foreshadow, and Bay in the book uses it a lot to foreshadow, which is what we're going to look at. And the 3rd reason goes back to this picture. What's the 3rd reason maybe they use dramatic irony?
To make suspense.
Make suspense, like in a horror movie. In the horror movies, you'll hear the music come on, dun dun dun, and you know somebody's about to get killed, but you don't know the exact second it's going to happen.
All movies is like when somebody's walking. But then they turn around and they'll never be there.
I know.
It's silly to be a shadow.
Or moves just in time. Okay, so today what we're going to look at is identifying the dramatic irony. So what's dramatic about this, and then what's the author's purpose for it? So why? Is he trying to be funny, create suspense, foreshadow something to us? So we're going to figure that out as readers by answering those 2 questions. So the first example, Ishmael desperately wanted to find his family and hoped they were alive. Well, we know this was dramatic irony because we as readers know that his family's village was destroyed. Are they alive? No. So we know, our first thing, we know something Ishmael doesn't, that unfortunately his family is dead. Now Ishmael, if he desperately wants to find something, that means he must want it really, really bad. If you don't get something you really want, how do you feel? Disappointed.
Or envy.
Upset. Envy. Mad. So, to me, this isn't funny. I'm not going to laugh at this, so the author's not trying to be funny. It's not really being suspenseful, because we already know his family's dead. He must be foreshadowing something here. So, he's foreshadowing all these feelings you guys were just saying. That there's going to be, Ishmael's going to have some disappointment, anger maybe. And when you read tonight, you're going to see when Ishmael finds out about his family, he's going to become a completely different person. We're going to see a totally different side of Ishmael. Yeah, Tosha?
I think the only reason why he never been down, he's at the point where he's like, I have nothing else to live for, so I might as well just do what I want to do.
Be all out in the boy soldier kind of way?
Oh,